We thank you very much for taking the time to find out more about UAE Global Management Challenge. This presentation will take about 20 minutes of your time to explain the schedule and format of the competition and how it is being deployed in the UAE. In this presentation, we will cover the topics presented here, with a brief narrative explaining each slide. Global Management Challenge is the world's largest strategy and management competition. In excess of 30,000 participants from more than 30 countries around the world take part in the competition every year. The competition is open to young professionals and university students. Some of the largest and best-known multinationals and prestigious universities have participated in the competition. For details of previous and currently participating corporates and universities, please refer to www.worldgmc.com. Global Management Challenge was introduced in the UAE in 2013 and is currently available exclusively for participants resident in the UAE. To take part, participants need to call us on 04-391-0329 or register themselves on our website in teams comprising 3 to 5 persons. At the start of the competition, which we refer to as Round 1, we will group the registered teams into groups of up to 8 teams per group. This is like football or any other sports competition, where teams have initial qualifying matches in groups and the winning teams move to the next round. As in other sporting events, the winners of Round 1 from each group progress to Round 2, and the winners of Round 2 then proceed to the UAE Final. At the conclusion of the UAE Final, the top-ranking team is crowned as the UAE Champion Team. The first and second round are played online. This means that the participating teams do not need to come together at one location and can participate from wherever they are around the country. For each set of decisions, they need to allocate 2 to 3 hours to review management reports and to make final decisions. The winning teams of Round 2 are invited to a designated location where they compete against each other in a one-day event. While we hold the competition in the UAE, similar competitions are being held in several other participating countries. A country winner is declared in each country, and the country winners from all the participating countries, including, of course, the winner of the UAE competition, take part in the International Final, which is held in the month of April in a different city every year. The International Final is a 3-day event, ending with the crowning of the global winner. The competition provides a great learning opportunity, and therefore, the greatest reward for the participants is the experience and the memories that they take with them. However, it is usual that when we talk about a competition, we also talk about awards. In this case, a number of high-performing teams are recognized and awarded trophies, and specially mentioned in the award ceremony held after the UAE Final. In addition, the top team is entitled to an all-expenses-paid trip to participate in the International Final. Besides awards and trophies, all the participating teams are listed on UAE Global Management Challenge website, and the high performers receive significant media coverage. The competition kicks off with a trial run. The trial run is played online. The online format allows team members to choose their own location and a time of their convenience for participating in the competition. Indeed, team members need not physically be in one location to participate, so long as they are able to communicate over phone, chat, etc., and have internet access to submit their entries online. At the end of the trial run, the competition is rolled back and all teams start afresh. The trial run allows the participants to understand how the competition works, and any errors made during the trial period do not adversely affect their final ranking within the competition. After the trial period, the competition starts in earnest as Round 1. The winning teams from Round 1 take part in Round 2, and the winners of Round 2 participate in UAE Final. The format of Round 2 and the UAE Final is the same as Round 1. However, The UAE Final is held as a one-day on-site event instead of the online format followed for trial, Round 1 and Round 2. The winning teams are announced at a gala dinner hosted after the UAE Final. The UAE winning team then goes to the International Final, which is normally held in April each year. We have talked about the competition and its format. Now, let us take a few minutes to explain what the competition is all about and what the participants are expected to do. In summary, the competition is about learning by doing. And this is achieved by enabling the participants to manage a virtual company as its senior management. The virtual company is based in Europe and is a manufacturing company that makes 3 different models of a product. The virtual company has to procure materials from different sources, making a choice between using premium or basic materials, manage a production process that involves machining and assembly, and then sell those products in 3 different markets. This involves several decisions. In fact, the participants who are the managers of the virtual company need to take some 75 different decisions on an online decision form such as this. This looks like a lot of numbers and may be intimidating for some, but really, most decisions are quite intuitive. For example, the first set of decisions is about advertising, where the virtual company managers have to decide how much to spend on advertising. The second set of decisions is about the price that the virtual company wants to charge for each product in each location. As in real life, this is often decided based on management's perception of the demand for their products and their overall strategy for the company. All the decisions are assessed by the simulator in comparison with the decisions of all the other teams in the group. For example, the number of orders, and therefore the revenue that a team generates, is based not only on its own decisions about prices, advertising, product quality, etc., but to a large extent on the decisions of all its competitors. And this is what makes the competition interesting, because there is no right or wrong answer. All the answers are assessed relative to the answers of the other teams. In order to take these decisions, it is recommended that the participants organize themselves in an organization structure such as this, where one person acts as the CEO, while the other 4 team members take responsibility for marketing and sales, production, HR, and finance. However, this is only a suggested organization structure, and participants are not necessarily required to follow this structure, so long as they are able to divide management responsibilities amongst themselves in any other logical and workable manner. Of course, where a team registers itself with less than 5 members, they need to rearrange some of these responsibilities and come up with an alternative structure. The winning criteria for the competition, and indeed the main objective for all the teams, is to maximize the return for the virtual company shareholders. Remember, the shareholders of the virtual company decided to replace its management and appointed a new team to manage the company, and therefore the new team needs to keep the shareholders happy by providing them the maximum return for their investment. This is based on a number of factors, which include market value of shares of the virtual company, dividends to its shareholders, and the value of the shares issued or repurchased during the period the new team manages the virtual company. We have explained how teams take part in the competition and what is expected of them in managing the virtual company. Let us now explain the entire competition cycle. The participants start by receiving player's manual and company history for the virtual company. The manual explains the organization and functioning of the virtual company. The company history comprises details of decisions taken by the previous management over the last 5 quarters or 15 months, the results achieved by the virtual company in financial and non-financial terms, and information about the economy in which the virtual company operates. At the starting point, company history for all the teams in a group is exactly the same. The participants start by receiving player's manual and company history for the virtual company. The manual explains the organization and functioning of the virtual company. The company history comprises details of decisions taken by the previous management over the last 5 quarters or 15 months, the results achieved by the virtual company in financial and non-financial terms, and information about the economy in which the virtual company operates. At the starting point, company history for all the teams in a group is exactly the same. The participants should review the player's manual and company history individually and as a team. Based on their review and analysis of company history, together with their team, they should decide a strategy for managing their virtual company. Based on the adopted strategy, the team makes decisions for its virtual company for the next quarter. These decisions are uploaded to the Global Management Challenge Simulator through a secure website. Immediately after the deadline for submitting decisions, the simulator processes the decisions of all the virtual companies in the group. The simulator assesses the decisions of each team in relation to the decisions of all the other teams within the group and awards sales orders and resources for each team. The results of each team's next quarter performance are made available to them through Global Management Challenge secure website. While the management report is in the same format and carries similar content as in the history report, the management information is now based on the decisions taken by the team and is different from the management reports of other teams in the group. Each team should now review its management report and analyze its performance from the last quarter. Based on this review, they may want to revise or reconfirm their strategy and then take the next set of decisions for the following quarter. This cyclical process of analyzing last quarter management report, making decisions for the next quarter, receiving management report for another quarter, and so on, continues for 5 virtual quarters in the life of the virtual company, where each cycle or each virtual quarter is equivalent to the time between decisions in real life. A key question that we often have to answer is the amount of time required for participating in the competition. How much time an individual participant or a team spends on completing their decision sheet is really their choice. There is considerable financial and physical performance detail about the virtual company in the management report, and this is consistent with the information that senior management in real companies regularly receive. However, in their capacity as the senior management of the virtual company, the team needs to focus only on the information relevant for decision-making, keeping in mind that it is not the quantum of analysis, rather the quality of analysis, that is important. Other tips for saving time include review of the relevant information by team members before they attend team meetings, allocation of responsibilities, and efforts to develop consensus, and keeping discussions focused on the issues at hand. In general, based on feedback from other participants, the average time required per participant for the first set of decisions is 3 to 4 hours. Thereafter, the average time commitment for second and subsequent set of decisions is 2 to 2.5 hours. So, why should you participate in UAE Global Management Challenge? UAE Global Management Challenge provides a unique experience to the participants by allowing them to work as the management of a virtual company that operates in a competitive global market. As such, the competition provides immense opportunity for learning because the program allows participants to learn by doing. Such hands-on learning becomes more enjoyable because it is set in a competitive setting where competition creates the interest and learning becomes a natural byproduct. We all learn from our mistakes. However, mistakes often have adverse consequences, and sometimes these adverse consequences can have disastrous results, not only for the person making the mistake, but also for many others affected with those incorrect decisions. By providing an opportunity to practice management skills on a simulator, UAE Global Management Challenge allows participants to test their theoretical learning of management principles in a competitive, real-life-like scenario. Any mistakes made in the competition simply provide opportunities for learning, but do not result in expensive, unintended consequences. In conventional learning programs, students complete assignments that are assessed and evaluated by faculty. However, in real life, there is no faculty. For management, it is the return on investment and other parameters that measure success or failure. For UAE Global Management Challenge, similar to the measure of success in real life, the winning criteria is achieving the highest investment performance. Simulations provide an opportunity for management to experience economic conditions that they may not otherwise have been trained for. A recent demonstration of this is the economic downturn of 2008-2009, for which most managers were not prepared. The majority of managers at that time had considerable experience of operating in buoyant economic conditions and were ill-prepared to recognize or react to the economic downturn. Simulations cannot predict or prevent economic downturns. However, by changing macro-level parameters, buoyant or depressed economic conditions can be simulated, allowing the participants to experience and prepare for adverse economic conditions. Young managers have the opportunity to work in different management positions while running their virtual company. This allows them to experience the constraints that their real-life colleagues in other departments might be facing. This also develops an understanding of inherent conflicts, such as those in cost-cutting versus revenue enhancement. UAE Global Management Challenge helps students and managers to develop skills such as leadership and teamwork, communication and time management, forecasting and what-if analysis, and so on. However, UAE Global Management Challenge goes far beyond. The true benefit of UAE Global Management Challenge is that it allows participants to learn by doing. In the real world, doing or implementing your ideas successfully is all that counts. UAE Global Management Challenge provides that opportunity without the cost of making wrong decisions. And this is the best learning outcome that UAE Global Management Challenge provides. UAE Global Management Challenge has an independent jury to oversee the competition. The role of the jury is to make decisions in case of any claims or disputes and to decide upon the best performing teams. We thank you for your time. We are confident that you will find participation in UAE Global Management Challenge a rewarding and fulfilling experience, and we wish you all the success. Please visit us on www.managementchallenge.ae. Make your team and enter competition. You may call us on 04-391-0329 or email us on info@managementchallenge.ae for more information.